Welcome, everyone, to a Let's Play of the next Tony Hawk game. You know, we just completed our Let's Play of Tony Hawk's Underground, and now we are playing the next game. I'm avoiding saying the title of this game for no particular reason, of course. But, you know, it's the next one.
Mostly to avoid the uncomfortable topic that it's not the next one. It's a later one.
Thorne, would you like to share the uncomfortable story that is Tony Hawk's Underground 2?
Well, ignoring the uncomfortable story of Tony Hawk's Underground 2. So Jacob and I, we've been trying to record the game separately multiple times. We've each run into different problems. Both of us had the game completely corrupted save at the same point in the story mode, and then Jacob tried it again with the Xbox version emulated on 360, and it ran so badly that we decided, let's just move ahead to American Wasteland, a game we know runs and works well, and we'll go back to Underground 2 later.
Yeah, screw it. We're just moving ahead for now, since, you know, there's no, canon. Welcome, everyone, to Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. This is the third in the Underground trilogy, I suppose. It's very similar to the first two. And I'm playing this on the Xbox 360, the Xbox 360 version. And this is the best looking and running version, but it's actually really buggy and hilarious at times.
Well, good.
Alright, so you start off with this little cutscene. The whole game takes place in different parts of Los Angeles. Also, I've never seen friggin' spelled that way before.
Yeah, I've never seen it with an E.
So, a few disappointments right off the bat. You do need to choose from one of these 5 templates for a character. You can't play as a woman, which you could do in the first 2 Underground games, which is disappointing. But we are going to continue the saga of Titty, at least. Let's pick this guy. I was torn between these two, but I'm going to go with the man with the afro.
From a very distance, it looks like his shirt says Titty.
Never sissy.
Oh, it's a Neversoft shirt.
Right.
Well, they've gone tits up, so...
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, I'm Kelly. Yes, I'm a hugger. I like to think of it as a full-body handshake.
If you don't like her, don't worry. She is not important to the story.
Yeah, I don't know why she's here.
She shows up in, the background 2 more times in the rest of this game.
Darby, what the hell are you doing with that job?
You're failing in school, you're failing in life. All you care about is that stupid skateboard.
I'm
Sorry,
an
white dad.
actress. I've never acted before, but in high school, I
Look,
was
I know
most
there's a
likely
seam around my skull where my hair does not connect.
dream is to
But that doesn't mean I'm not your son.
Do you know if you can get Botox in your teeth?
This was, I think it was a launch title for the Xbox 360, so it's basically just a port of, the previous generation versions. This is not a next generation Tony Hawk game.
Well, bye. Good luck with the skateboarding. As I say in acting, break a leg.
Hey, go
Good
back
night.
To Kentucky, farm boy. Locals only.
Let me guess. You're not from here.
You got a problem with that?
Nothing about me that's clothed exists.
Mindy. And yes, you do. Listen, if you want to blend in a little better, you gotta lose that look. Come here. I'll show you a few places you should check out.
I mean, he doesn't look like he's from Kentucky.
I know, everyone calls you Farm Boy at the beginning, but
Okay.
you look like someone from, New York or some
There's
shit.
A clothing surplus store, a skate shop, and a barber shop.
So elephant in the room, the Underground Let's Play had the actual soundtrack of the game, because that was voted on by my patrons. For American Wasteland and Underground 2, we've muted the soundtrack and we're actually going to be playing different music. It's a mixture of mine and some of my friends. And the funny thing is, I am Californian, but I'm not from Los Angeles. I'm from way up north in Sacramento, and all my friends are over in Massachusetts. So sorry about that, LA, but LA's a transient town, so it's not that weird, I guess.
No. I mean, it doesn't match thematically, but, I mean, the sound is very skatey, for sure.
It matches musically.
Yes.
Some of my best work, I think.
So this is the closest I could get to Titty's original hairstyle, just super
You got
messy.
taste, pal. See you around.
Also, amusingly, the people in the shops comment on every time you change the options, pretty much.
I think it works for you.
I disagree.
I think you found your new look.
I think not. No, thank you.
Not too shabby. You're about halfway there. Now ditch those Farmer John overalls and maybe you'll start to fit in a bit.
I look like I'm
Or
from
maybe
a
get about
city.
face punching.
You know, basketball jersey and shorts. Who skates in that?
Welcome to the shop. How can I help
Let's
you
put something
today?
together here.
Nice
Unfortunately, the options that you have to
You're gonna
choose
like
from
that
are
shirt.
not terribly wacky.
I dig that shirt.
Except maybe that vest.
No clown shoes.
Good looking shirt.
No clown shoes. I mean, I haven't recorded the whole thing yet. Maybe there's a
That
store
shirt's
later in the
good
game that
fit.
sells clown shoes, but I have yet to find it.
Good looking shirt.
We're just gonna go with this
Choice.
cool
Anything
jacket,
else?
but make it some particularly uncool colors.
Fluorescent green.
Depending on who you ask, anyway. I think this looks great.
That doesn't look bad.
No.
I don't know a
Those
pigment
pants
that
working for
glows
you?
like that, but
Looking good there.
I mean, I kind of look like a
Sharp.
Pokemon character, but...
yeah, you do.
Also, a little bug happened here.
Why you
When I
wearing those
decided
pants?
not to buy the pants I was wearing, it reset the color of my shirt, and I didn't notice that for a little while.
Good choice. Anything else?
Now you look more like a Digimon character. He looks so uncomfortable.
I tried to make him look like our Titty, but he just kind of looks like a Black Sid Vicious.
Clothes
Yeah.
look very, I don't give a crap. I like it.
Great.
I absolutely do
Now
not
where
give
are
a
those
crap,
punks
Mindy.
who stole my stuff?
If you don't know how to ride, you are not getting near those guys.
Whatever. I can skate as well as any of these LA kooks.
What's the name of her voice
Let me
actress?
guess.
She does a
You
million
came here to
things.
ride where it all began.
I recognize
All
her.
the legends got started,
Yeah.
right? Alva, Mullen, Tony Hawk.
How do you know about those guys?
It's Tony, you gotta say Tony Hawk completely.
These are all runaways who came out here for the same thing.
Right, because
Except they're good.
Alva, his first
You
name's
wanna
Tony.
survive out here?
Tony Alva's a way old school skater, but this is going to be his Tony Hawk debut.
You?
No, but they might. I'll stay here and make sure no one steals any more of your stuff. Oh, wait. You don't have any more stuff.
So one consistent thing about this game, you are an asshole. Like, I hate the main character. He's just such, like, he acts exactly like the people that he shits on, and it's unfortunate. He's very cocky, and apparently he sucks at skating.
Well, with this hammer and saw, he can make his own
I saw
board.
you talking to earlier.
Yeah, see?
Huh? Oh, Mindy. Yeah, she's cool. I saw you trying to skate her.
I think. I don't know if I like her or not.
I'll show you some moves if you.
I don't know if she likes me.
Yeah.
She made me
Like
buy
what?
clothes.
The caveman. Switch to walk and get back on your board. Try it out a few times.
So prepare for anybody who's not familiar with this game. Pretty much the first half of this game is tutorials.
You frontin', homeboy. Grind.
Tell me to?
Oh, big deal. How's that gonna help me? You can use it to bust some sick lines.
Honestly,
Here,
the fact that so much of it is tutorials, it doesn't bother me as much as the fact as until you reach a particular tutorial, you can't do the move until you're taught.
So, will you introduce
This
me to
includes
Mindy?
things like
All right.
flatland tricks or sticker slaps or
Hey,
spine
Mindy,
transfers.
like
Tony Hawk, other M.
Yeah, right?
Ran away.
You're so truncated at the beginning of the game, and it's obnoxious.
That's funny. Usually guys don't run away from me until after we've gone on a first date. Hey, listen, if you want to increase your skating stats, all the skate shops in LA offer sponsor challenges.
They realize I don't
If
have
you complete
teeth,
them
and then
before
they
midnight,
scream.
Your stats will increase. Each day there's a new challenge, and every shop
I
has
have really
its own
bad stomach
sponsors.
acid. They've
Come head
melted.
there now.
Be nice.
Oh, if you don't know where the 118
Like me,
board
when I
shop
talk to them the
is,
first
try
time and
using
tell them they look
compass.
like shit.
I'll see you there.
You know, it's actually fitting that Body Talk is the song you went with at the start.
How so?
Because so much emphasis is on your clothing right now.
Oh, fair enough.
Can you hear my body talk, Mindy?
I can hear your clothes, that's for sure.
There are skate shops all around Los Angeles that offer sponsor challenges. The fastest way to improve your skating abilities is to do as many challenges as possible. Each skate shop offers one challenge a day. Every night at midnight, they hang a new poster in the window offering a different challenge. For one thing, you can't enter the major
So,
skate competitions
sponsor challenges are pretty much your way of increasing your stats. Every day, every in-game day, I don't know how long one is, I want to say like 10 minutes, they reset and they offer you like 4 or 5 new ones every day, and that's how you increase your stats. And each shop has their own challenges that you need to complete throughout the course of the game. They are pretty much, from what I can tell, the only thing that is affected by the difficulty you choose. The challenges throughout the game are pathetically easy, but the sponsor challenges can get pretty challenging here and there. But that is literally the only difference I've noticed.
Weird, I beat this game as a kid. I don't remember this.
The sponsor challenges?
Yeah.
Maybe the game was so easy you didn't need to do them.
This is taken straight from Underground 2.
Oh, yes. The Nokia phone and the text messages. The oddly verbose text messages for times before phones had keyboards.
Yeah, with very clear spelling and grammar.
That guy rips.
Oh, that's Dwayne. He was about to go pro, but he blew out his name.
Like, if this was realistic, it'd be like, meet at skate shop.
He's new in
Skate
town.
spelled
He's looking to
SK8.
pick up some new moves.
And capital D.
You can help him out?
I might. Can you do a kickflip?
Come on, man. Of course I can do a kickflip.
Fuck you,
Cool,
kickflips are
I'll
hard.
teach you. But
It had to
first,
be
do a
invented
gnarly
by Rodney
kickflip
Mullen.
for Ben Hoofleck. He's arriving for a premiere.
Man, that's clever.
Mario!
Wow, do you think he'll actually do it?
Something about your music in particular really adds to a lot of scenes. Just him running away and crash. You don't even see the kickflip.
Forgot to film that part.
All right, way to take care of that Hoofleck tool. And he sucked in Pearl Harbor. All right,
You
it's
can't
time
make
to
a
take this
parody
to the next
actor name
level.
and then
I'm
use the
about to
name of
teach
a
you how
real
to
movie that the actor the parody is based on was in.
Maybe they'll get away with it because Pearl Harbor is also a real place.
Now you try it.
Maybe. In this universe, I guess it was Ben Hoofleck that starred in this real movie.
He's
Now
Boot
it's time to
Man.
practice your manual battle. Manual from the star of Tony Hawk to the star of Tony Alva.
I don't think either of those people are on the Walk of Fame, but this is a world where skateboarding rules all, and the architecture is based on skateboarding, so...
Cool. Now meet me over by the dog and cello. I've got a friend who can show you how to revert.
I don't know what the dog and cello is a reference to, but I bet it's something. I'm not used to my low stats yet.
Abstract and correct. Your skull at the end of this LP.
Hey, man, sorry about bailing on you back there.
What, you scared of girls or something?
Man, shut your trap, okay? I dig chicks. I left my wallet at the bar.
Hey, Ian, this is the dude that owned Hoofleck on the red carpet.
This is a very loud restaurant.
That guy is such a tool. Just because of that, I'll show you how to revert. To revert,
Also, I think there are dogs in there playing the cello.
do this. Watch.
With their mouth.
Now you give it a try.
I'm not bound by the laws of physics.
All right. Now it's time to put it all together. Air up this quarter pipe and
I was spying on you while Dwayne taught you how to manual. Gonna be honest, I have a crush on you a little bit. God damn it. Not anymore.
You blew it.
Whoa, not too shabby. Hey, I saw one of the guys who stole your stuff. He's hanging out by Hollywood High. I hope you're ready for him.
He does look like the kind of dude that would hang out outside of a high school. Excuse me.
What do you want, Kentucky?
Look at this monster.
You know what I want. Give me back my stuff or else. Or else what? You gonna dazzle me with your stale moves?
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's skate for it. If I lose, you keep it. But when I whoop you, you give me my stuff back.
Oh, you're on, noob. I hope you've been practicing.
This guy's more of a tutty than a titty.
No kidding. Maybe I should have made him tutty.
I think I was going to suggest that and then I forgot to. So this is my fault.
Now we gotta have. I say we keep Titty throughout the whole series. I mean, you don't have any personality in Underground 2, so we may as well not make him Tutty. God, it is so difficult for me when I'm so used to having my full arsenal and full stats to go back to this where my stats are so low and I'm not allowed to do a lot of moves. Ugh, see?
If only you could do judo on him.
Well, I feel like you'll be impressed here soon. One thing I will say is this game's got plenty of problems. It was my favorite growing up, not so much anymore. But I think that, at least controls-wise, this is perhaps the best that Tony Hawk has ever felt. It's not much better than Underground 2, but it is marginally better, and Underground 2 felt so good.
Gonna give me my stuff back now? Sure, come and get it.
He's still getting away. Time to implement a new feature. I don't think this was in Underground 2. We can smack a bitch. Get back here. No, he goes in a circle. So let's just wait for him. He's not smart. Well, that's not what he looked like.
Yo, thanks again for watching my stuff.
Bravo. Nicely done. Not over the top at all. Very subtle.
Got my bag back, didn't I? Hey.
My eyes are glowing.
Man, those sketches are really
Got my bag back.
I'm glad you like them.
Got my bag back this time.
American Wasteland.
For real? That's killer. But I've never heard of American Wasteland. It must be seriously underground.
So underground it hasn't even come out yet. But as soon as I get the cash together...
Oh, I didn't know you
Those
sucked.
sketches are sick. Put that one there. What is that?
I like to imagine when he picked it up and just scratched the pencil mark all over it.
Oh, but closed to outsiders. Sorry.
Wow, you're so good. That drawing looked like a JPEG.
Well, maybe I can hook you up.
Artifacts and
I
everything.
know a shortcut to Beverly Hills through that mall.
I don't hold hands, I hold skateboards.
You'll hold my skateboard or you won't hold shit.
So yes, in this game you can hit people with your board, you can also throw your board on the ground, you can also throw your board at people. I didn't read the tutorial properly, so I don't know how to do that yet. You have to hold the X button in order to do that, or the square button on PlayStation. Just stand there.
Luckily, when you smack someone with a board, they never bother you ever again.
No. It's not like the Skate series, or at least Skate 3, where you smack people, they run after you. So I almost accidentally did that sponsor challenge. Now I'm going to spend, like, the next 5 minutes trying to recreate that, ending up in failure in case you're curious, so let's do a few more. I'm not going to show myself doing all the sponsor challenges, but I may as well show a few off at the beginning.
It's the same stuff you did in the previous games to get stats, it's just they're randomized.
Yeah, a little bit. I think that each shop throughout the game has a set amount, as well as set challenges themselves. But once you run out, and you have to go to the next store to do more.
Yeah, it's randomized which ones they'll let you do at a time.
Yeah.
The way to the ranch is blocked off.
I guess it's just so you can't grind them all at the very beginning.
Can you believe it? People will protest anything in this town.
I say you got Joe over there. Ah!
Kind of hard to make out, but I do speak a little bit of drunk from living with my own man. He's telling you to trick on the rooftop of that museum there. He seems to
So I
think
apologize.
that big
The subtitles in this game are inaccurate about 40% of the time.
Matter, he thinks it'll kill you. I don't know. It's worth a shot.
Maybe they're based on an earlier script.
Probably. Shearing sheep is good for them, you idiots.
You know, it's working. Keep going.
So what the hell happens when we do a bunch of combos on top of this old theater, question mark?
You fall through the roof.
This thing's a piece of shit.
Go even bigger.
Nah, I can skate over that hole, it's okay.
A dinosaur for the knowing ones.
God damn, this place was held together with duct tape. Rest in peace,
Holy
poor
shit.
PETA lady.
I guess this proves that T-Rex was a carnivore. I'll meet you at the
We
ranch.
killed
To
someone.
get there, just head up that escalator into Beverly Hills.
I know, isn't it great?
If you get lost,
This is
don't
why
forget to
people
use
run
your
from me
map.
on my dates. Alright, so that opened the way to Beverly Hills. But one thing I want to show up before the end of the video, first of all, that I've done all the sponsored challenges for today. But if you want to waste some time, maybe have some more sponsored challenges happen, you can go to sleep. I only went to sleep for a few hours, so no more sponsored challenges showed up, but you can do this.
You definitely won't be smacked by someone with a bag.
Not this time, not sleeping on the bleachers. I already showed off how good of a skater I am. That'll keep anybody with a gun away.
So I don't know how corporate Neversoft specifically were, but something bugs me about games like this where you're showing a subculture, like in this case, skaters and punks and what have you. And supposedly you would want to show them in a certain light, preferably a better light, but if anything, an accurate light. So I don't know how to feel about them showing skaters and punks as like complete douchebags. And you warned me about something later in the game, but just if you think it back to Underground, that racist chef stereotype thing, why do developers who want to show a subculture that's supposedly of outcasts and what have you, why do they want to put that into the game to suggest outcasts are all racist assholes?
I think that's just not what people were thinking of at that time, because in the mid-2000s, you know, racist jokes were just the hot shit. And they didn't think of, like, races as going through the oppression that they're going through, I guess. I don't know how to word this. I hope I get my point across there. It's just that dumb shit where, like, you're told not to be racist, therefore we're going to tell a racist joke to make you mad. It's like, oh, good job, dude.
Yeah, it's hard for me to eloquently put that question together.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I guess what I'm wondering is how much Neversoft were actually involved in the skating subculture. Because like we saw them at the end of Underground in the credits. They're at a skate park. That's supposedly them skating, like partially for research and for the game, what have you. But you would think they would also like skateboarding.
Oh, yeah. I watched the documentary about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, Pretending I'm a Superman. And yeah, Tony Hawk himself was very much involved with the production of the Tony Hawk series to make sure that they got things like the culture and the lingo and stuff right. So I think that the problem overall is that just a lot of skaters, especially at the time, were just kind of edgelords. There is just that. That's an unfortunate truth. I think it's gotten better over time. I haven't been around enough different kinds of skaters to know whether or not the culture has improved significantly over the years. I feel like it has, especially since it has become a bit more niche. It's less of a giant thing that every asshole and their mom is becoming a part of.
Yeah, you'd think so. And Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remake, they added a non-binary skater, didn't they?
Yes, from, I forget who?
Thorn from the Future saying it's Leo Baker, but that there is a non-binary pro skater that says something on its own.
Oh, yeah. In terms of inclusivity, I think that things have improved a lot. Like this past year, or last year rather, the skate park of Tampa had their first all-women's skateboarding contest. I remember this is getting off topic, but I used to like wonder why something like skateboarding needed to have gender divisions, because it's not a contact sport or anything like that. But you would think, like, if it is mixed, then just because of general, like, sexism, whether it be on purpose or otherwise, plus the fact that there are probably more men skating than women would be drowned out. So I feel like having their own contests is beneficial in the long run. So skating has at least become more inclusive over the years.
Yeah, it's important to remember in most things, even if you would think the gender divide would be about equal, men are louder.
Exactly.
And I guess also in terms of the writing of the game, Activision and Neversoft are corporate companies and that like they have professional writers. So the shitty haha jokes, those are the ones that are going to get in.
Right. Especially in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Especially when you have in Underground 2 specifically, when you're working with the Jackass crew, the lowbrow stuff is going to get in there.
And at the height of South Park and what have you.
Right. I do feel like American Wasteland is less cringy overall. I did warn you about one thing. We'll get to that in a few parts. But that's about as bad as it gets, and I don't think it ever gets consistently irritating like Underground 2 does.
That's what I meant when I said the unfortunate story in Underground 2.
Right. Like, as fun as that game is, the story gets on my nerves. It's just not funny, and it's aggressively not funny in a way you can't ignore. This really got off the walls.
Yeah.
But also, it's fine to have these conversations. That said, see you in part 2, everybody.
Just wanted to get that off my chest.
Right.
Anyway, now to get a board in our face.
Yeah. Ow, my head.